Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Monday, February 20th. Today's President's Day. I thought I might have been off work today, but no, we're on the calendar every day this week, so I may have to film this video in 2 clips, which would just be 1 second for you. But my job starts in about 40 minutes, so I don't know if I'll be able to get this done, but we're good to try because I have some things that I definitely want to discuss with you. So, gratitude list, 5 things on it today. Number 1 was Bill, that I can always talk to him because I was frustrated at various points over the weekend, and he worked overtime very early this morning and got home about 9 o'clock. And while he was having breakfast, we sat down and I voiced some of my frustrations, and it's not with him, it's with crafting. So it's always nice that I can really talk to him about that kind of stuff. Number 2, I have everything I need. And I have to say that to myself all the time because I think it's very easy to get bogged down in just everyday life frustrations. I have shelter, I have food, I have clothing, because let me tell you, I have been frustrated with my hair. I feel like I got it cut too short. When I go to really curl it, it's like too poofy. And then, so I straightened it today, and I like it straight. So, and my hair is like naturally straight. So I'm like, why am I fighting against what my hair naturally is? So until it grows longer, I may be wearing it straight from now on. It was necessary though when I went and got it cut to get cut what I did, because I finally got the rest of the damaged hair cut off. Now it's like completely, it's not damaged anymore. But I probably won't be getting it cut for a while now, you know what I mean? Maybe a teeny tiny trim. But yeah, so I've been frustrated with that, and so I actually been writing in my journal about it. I don't want to be frustrated with my hair because I swore after having breast cancer and losing all my hair that whatever hair I had, I would be grateful for it, because my hair came back in really nicely. And I know not a lot of, or not everyone who has had chemo, you know, has that. So, yeah, I am just trying to be grateful that I have hair, and, you know, we shouldn't be that concerned anyway with, I forget what scripture it is in the Bible, but, you know, what we put on our body, all of that. But we all want to look nice, right? Yeah, that was a huge tangent. I didn't mean to start talking about all that. Number 3, the ability to slow down. So I'm still reading that book about The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. But in the morning before work, like I'm usually like rush, trying to get everything done before the job starts. And I will either mess something up, I will forget something. I just feel like, you know, when you rush, you're like tense, right? So this morning I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm not going to do all that rushing around. One thing I did differently this morning. So normally when I get up, I will try to get a cup of coffee first thing, sit down, read my Bible, do the gratitude list, and then I'll do the house chores, and then I will get in the shower and get ready. This morning, I got right up, didn't even make my bed yet, got right up, got in the shower, because then I can let my hair air dry as much as I can before I have to really put heat to it. And then I can go along as I do my house chores and all that. So that worked out. So I'm going forward, that is going to be what I'm going to try to do. Yeah, because it definitely helped. Okay, but when I went along this morning and did my chores and things like that, I was slower and just tried to, and I felt at peace. I felt peaceful about it. Number 4, friends checking on me. So Terry messaged me last night. I was already in bed though. She said, I'm just checking on you because I haven't talked to her. It's probably been a week. So I appreciate that so much when people, you know, message me to check in on me. I have some wonderful people in my life, absolutely. And number 5, always new shows to watch, because I watched a new show. I'm on the last episode Saturday, so I will talk about that in a second. Okay, so let's talk about the weekend and my different frustrations and joys and all that. You can see one joy right there. Yeah, so Friday, we're all sitting around. We're all in the file. We're all ready to go. And the reporter I work for is like, it's only me and the videographer here. Okay. We sat around for an hour and 40 minutes before they called it. And I don't know what happened. Something happened with scheduling. So I wound up not working. I was actually done work because I had stuff after that, like to prep for today and all of that. I was done work by 1:30. So I came in and I finished that. I finished the diamond painting part. And then I said, okay, I'm going to fully finish it. It was not as easy as I had anticipated. So let me flip you around and take you over there about it. Okay. So I did do the mica. By the way, I tried to film that and I couldn't film it properly. Like, it wasn't coming across. I couldn't get a good angle. But I really think the mica method, because you can still see the line. See the line right there? I think it works more for square drills. And yeah. Let me pause for a second. Okay, Bill is leaving to do something. Okay, babe. Bill is leaving to do something with one of his friends. So I did do the mica method, and I wound up doing it over her whole face on all of it. Like I said, I think it works better for squares, just saying. And really what the problem was in here was it must have been a sweater I was wearing when I diamond painted on her face. It was black fuzz. So I need to be very careful what I'm wearing when I diamond paint. Dust, dirt, pet hair, all that. So my first step was I ran the, like a roller over all of the drills to make sure they were all down. And then I put the washi tape down. Now I glued it. I put the glue stick, put the washi tape down, and it stayed. This has been up here since Friday. So then I cut very carefully along each edge, and I wound up even putting the washi tape on the bottom and the top too, and then just cutting it. So all of that wasn't very tedious, and it didn't take me a lot of time. What wound up being tedious was trying to get this straight in the frame. I became so frustrated that I left it until Bill came home and he helped me, because what would happen was I would hold the diamond painting in there and he would put the frame on, because every time I tried to do it myself, the diamond painting would move when I snapped the frame pieces together. And I had a comment by somebody, and I know I've said this a couple times on the channel. Bill drilled extra holes on the inside of this frame, and he added extra magnets. So there is no doubt that this is going to hold. And then I was frustrated with the chain. So this is an eyeglass chain, like that you would put on glasses to be able to hold them around your neck. I got this from Amazon. This was not the original chain I was going to use. The original chain, I tried to glue it to the ends or the back of the frame, and every time I pulled up on it, it kept snapping off, and I was so frustrated. So he said, relax, we're gonna put some eyelets. So he drilled a hole at the top of the little frame, or a little hole in the top of the frame, and he put an eyelet on each side. And then we were able to just, because there is, like, if you see the little clasp on the eyeglass thing, we took the rubber things off that go on your eyeglasses, and then we were able to just put this through the eyelet. I love this so much. And then the hook is a 3M hook, and someone thought it was black, but it's not, it's bronze. It's the same one as on my curtains in here, so it matches. But once he helped me, It was just a wonderful thing, and it looks so, so good. And so someone asked if I filmed it, and I said no. And I talked to Bill. When I finish Queen of Hearts, because I'm going to do this the same way, we're going to film it from start to finish. Now, with the Queen of Hearts, which, by the way, yeah, it's on there. Now, this is new release papers I got from Crafts with Crashley. Aren't they gorgeous? But yeah, here it is all kitted up. And I only had 2 colors that wouldn't fit in there. So, but yeah, I'm ready to go on it. And I hope to do some diamond painting today if my job is not too long. But my plan for Queen of Hearts, I already looked on Amazon. I'm going to do the magnetic frame, but because I can't find a red one, I want a red one. I'm going to have to paint it. So I told Bill, I said, I need him to drill the holes for the magnets, let me spray paint the frame first, and then he'll put the magnets in. And I already have the red washi tapes for the side, so I'm all ready to go. It's just a matter of getting this one done, right? Love it so very much. And my credenza, that's another little update. So they told me that my credenza will be done by the end of this week, which means I should probably have it. I figure it's going to probably take 2 weeks once they ship it. Hopefully I'll have it by the middle of March. That would be very exciting. But, okay, so Saturday was, and I guess yesterday too, was the main source of my frustration as far as crafting. So I have been crafting, I have been stitching for a long, long time, and then, you know, diamond painting since 2019, 18, something like that. And Saturday, Bill played poker. So it hit me that he's gone for like 6-7 hours, okay, in the evening. I place so much emphasis on that time to like squeeze every ounce of usefulness out of it that I always wind up coming up short. So I sat down. First of all, the Valentine's stitch that I was doing, Primrose Cottage stitches, I lost interest in that piece, and I've lost interest in it a while ago, but just wasn't being honest with myself. So I won't be finishing that piece. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to start something new. So finding something to start. So I started this on fabric. I love this cross stitching, but I wasn't enjoying it. And so that was the great bulk of my Saturday night. I did no diamond painting. And I spent so much time trying to figure out what fabric, what thread, this and that. You know, and I realized when I was sitting there why I stopped stitching for a while and did exclusively diamond painting, because when you think about it, diamond painting is so much easier on your brain, meaning the hardest part is kitting it up because the canvas is already there. You don't have to worry about laying threads. Do I use 1 strand? Do I use 2 strands? What color fabric am I stitching it on? Blah, blah, all that stuff. How am I going to finish it? That is another huge thing with cross stitch, because I'm not someone who likes to stitch stuff and throw it in a drawer when I'm finished. So I did not feel good about how I spent the time on Saturday. And I said to myself, I act like this is the only time that I'm going to have this amount of time. It's not. But I do. I just place so much emphasis and have such high expectations for when he plays poker. I'm always disappointed. So I need to lower my expectations, I think. And then I realized, so yesterday, I wound up putting my stitch mate in the closet, pulling out my Lowry because I was going to work on something on my roller frame. I have roller frames too. I have everything. I literally have every stand, everything. And I'm like, what am I doing? Because I think about traveling with cross stitch, meaning to either the Panera Bread gatherings or the retreats that I go to, there are women that bring everything. They will bring a floor stand. They will bring a floor lamp. They will literally bring everything. And that just is exhausting for me. I want simplicity. And for me, simplicity is stitching on perforated paper, because you can literally put it in something like this. This is all I'm taking. Throw this in my suitcase. Like, I don't have a lamp. I don't have all this stuff. Yeah. And you know, for a long, long time, and I even started stitching on one and then scrapped it. I've been wanting to do a Carolyn Manning designs. I love those. And they are so gorgeous when they are stitched. So last night, I told Bill, I said, I'm going to stitch some because I haven't been crafting in the evening. And so I have this one and I kitted it up, and I'm going to show you. I like the smaller ones because they fit on perforated paper just great. So I'm doing this one right here. Isn't it? They're all so gorgeous. And she has a bunch of these now that where you can do the small ones, because each of these are 101 stitches by 101. So on perforated paper, the 18 count, it's like 7.5 by 7.5. And because it's solidly stitched, I don't have to color the paper. I don't have to do none of that. So I sat down and I did some stitching last night. So here is what I got done. This is the corner. Obviously, I start in the corner. So, and I'm using 2 strands instead of 1 strand. 2 strands gives excellent coverage on 18 count. And it's hard to tell. It's much brighter in person. That's like a bright green. It's showing up black, but it's not. And when I was stitching, you know, I'm always like, I feel like too, I put so much pressure on myself too, because of the channel, to finish. I got to hurry up and finish this so I can get to something else. Or because I own so many diamond painting kits, we all want to finish a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I just think we put so much pressure on ourselves. I put so much pressure on myself in every facet of my life that I need to stop. I need to give myself a break with it. Yeah, I'm enjoying this very much. I sat down and I took my time with it too. Instead of hurrying up and trying to get, you know, a whole square done, I really took my time, laid my threads down very nicely, and I felt at peace with it. And isn't that the whole point of us doing our crafts? And what also hit me last night, cross stitch is not a quick craft. It is not a quick anything, because threading the needle, doing the stitches, diamond painting is much quicker because you can just go to town on the dots. But stitching, cross stitch is not a quick craft. So why am I putting pressure on myself to do all of these things that I mean, I have to give myself a break, right? Got to give myself a break. So yeah, I was telling Bill that. I said, you know, I put so much pressure on myself, and I have to stop, because all of this should be enjoyable. When you are trying to rush to diamond paint or cross stitch or whatever you're doing, you lose that Zen effect of it. You lose the whole purpose of you even doing it, which is to relax and enjoy it. See, when I go to the retreats and when I go to Panera, I even told Bill too, I said, if I work on perforated paper, I don't need a light, I don't need a stand, I don't need a hoop, I don't need anything. And it's also very easy to finish it. Like, I could just back that with cardstock and put it on one of the myriad of finishing forms that I have, because I have a shit ton of those. And I'm even considering restitching some of the smaller Halloween pieces that from Primrose Cottage Stitches out of their 13 Spooky Smalls book. I'm even considering doing some of those again, because I have so many other finishing forms. I haven't bought any of that stuff in a while, and I'm not, because I have 2 baskets just full of it. But it's like, you know, God does not want us to be frustrated and constantly striving to, you know, finish, rush. That is not the purpose at all. So do any of you feel that way with crafting, with cross stitch and diamond painting? Because let me tell you, none of it's a race either, which also if you look online on some of the groups, people are trying to race to be the quickest, to be the fastest. Somebody will complete a kit in 3 days, and then it makes everyone feel bad. No more. I'm not going to feel bad about stuff like that. Not at all. So, yeah, it was a bit of an eye opener this weekend with just, I need to chill. Okay, so yeah, I did get, it's called Floral Lace is the release papers that I'm using. I love that she puts these in these envelopes because I easily can store them. But yeah, they're gorgeous. Look at that. They're so pretty. I also ordered some, it's like Christmas ones that's white with gold snowflakes on it. And I have some other ones coming. I ordered a couple different ones. I really like those. Oh, here are the snowflake ones. They're pretty. I figured I could use those for like Chris or one of the other Christmas ones that I have, like Irish Christmas Fae. Oh, by the way, Diamond Art Club, if you follow them on Facebook, go to their Facebook page. I have hair all over me. They have a new voting thing where you can vote for which diamond paintings you would like to see them produce for the fall. They're already thinking that far ahead because think about how long it takes to get the pieces rendered. You know, they're hand charted by people. So there are a lot of Hannah Lynn's in there. I was very excited about that. I love the Hannah Lynn ones so much. Absolute favorite. Speaking of Hannah Lynn, I got Willow in the mail on Friday. Yeah! So this kit is discontinued on Diamond Art Club's website. I bought this from somebody on the DAC fans group. So I am going to try to quickly, because I'm so glad that I actually got through this video. There's no toolkit in it. I don't think so, which I'm fine with. I don't need the toolkit. I just want to show you guys the canvas. Don't even have to really show you the drills. It is square. So here is the bigger image. It's so pretty, isn't it? I love the colors in this one so much. Yeah, I'm not even going to take the diamonds out. There's the diamonds. I want to see the canvas. That's what we're here to see. And I feel like, I don't know if this is, I feel like this is an older kit, so it won't have the new diamonds. You know how everyone's talking about like the newer ones are. So this has 40 colors and it has 3 AB diamonds, which is awesome. Ooh, it's so pretty. And it's not that big. It is, what's the size of it? 16.5 by 23.2. Oh my God, look at her face. Don't you love it? I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, I just love the faces. And Bill was like, is that the only kind you like? And I said, no, it's not the only kind I like. I said, but it is my favorite. I just love her artwork so much. And I love the faces. I love the women's faces and their colorful hair and all of that. But I have like Rainbow Flower Power. I actually have the People's Princess, the Princess Diana one. I have a couple that are not, but most of them are women faces. But he's like, well, you know, you can like what you like. And I said, I know. You're not going to tell me what I can and cannot like in diamond painting. Get out of here right now. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So isn't that canvas gorgeous though? And I think I only paid $25 for that, plus shipping. So it was very, very reasonable. But okay, I'm going to end here so I can get in there and sit in front of the computer and wait for my job to start and saying some prayers that it ends at a reasonable time today. So maybe I can start the diamond painting. Now, I'm off next week. My boss is going to Mexico. She's going on vacation. So I have a physical one of those days. My dad's coming over to do his taxes one of the days, but I'm going to have some time. So we will definitely, and I don't want to like jinx myself, but I would like to do a paint with me sometime in there to work on Queen of Hearts so you guys can see it and I can get started. And I love, I'm going to show you, there is 2 AB diamonds in this one, red and white. Look at the red ones. They're in, there's a bow in her hair. It's in there. Oh my God, I can't wait. I love that artwork so much. But yeah, so excited for the fall releases from Diamond Art Club, for sure. But okay, let me end here. Thank you guys for listening, because I know I probably sounded a bit disjointed when I have that many thoughts in my head. And I've struggled and been frustrated with crafting a lot, especially cross stitch. If you followed my channel for any length of time, my stitching has changed so much over the years that you have to do a lot for it. You have to do a lot for things to change and be different. But I am excited about that Carolyn Manning Designs piece. Okay, I hope you guys all had a good weekend and a good start to the week. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.